The Random Jottings of Donald J. from Nelson in Pendle. The Returning Souls, All Souls Day in Pendle in Lancashire. As many of may already know, it is All Souls Day today in Ireland, and a common tradition was to leave a candle in your window at night to guide the returning souls of your dead relatives. Still practiced by many, mostly older people though, something I do myself. The general belief is that the souls walked the earth on this night and you would invite your loved ones back into your home once again. Light a candle but also sweep the floor, leave the door open and go to bed, leaving a little fire lit and some food and water out for the returning souls. In the quaint village of Pendle, nestled in the heart of Lancashire, the air carried a chill that hinted at the approaching winter. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the cobbled streets, the villagers prepared for a night that held a special place in their hearts, All Souls' Day. The tradition of welcoming back the departed was woven into the fabric of Pendle's history, passed down through generations like an ancient tale. In the warm glow of fireplaces and the soft flicker of candles, families gathered to honor their ancestors. Margaret, a wise woman of the village, moved with a deliberate grace as she lit a candle and placed it on her windowsill. Her gnarled hands handled the flame with the utmost care, a silent tribute to the spirits she hoped to invite back. As the flame danced, casting ethereal shadows on the walls, memories of her departed kin flooded her thoughts. The narrow lanes of Pendle echoed with the hushed footsteps of those partaking in the age-old ritual. One by one, candles found their way into windowsills, transforming the village into a constellation of flickering lights. The soft glow illuminated faces marked by years and the wisdom that accompanies them. Margaret's neighbor, Mr. Thompson, took a moment to sweep the front of his cottage, the bristles of the broom rustling against the cobbled stones. It was a symbolic act, a gesture to clear the path for the returning souls. His weathered face bore the lines of a life well lived, and his eyes held a quiet reverence for the tradition that linked the living and the departed. The air was filled with a mixture of anticipation and nostalgia as the village prepared for the night. Doors were left slightly ajar, an open invitation for the spirits to re-enter the homes they once knew. The aroma of freshly baked bread and the comforting scent of burning logs wafted through the air, mingling with the cool breeze that whispered through the ancient trees. As the night deepened, a sense of stillness settled over Pendle. The villagers, having completed their preparations, retired to their beds with hearts open to the possibility of a reunion with their loved ones. In Margaret's cozy cottage, a small fire crackled in the hearth, casting a warm glow that danced in harmony with the flickering candle light. As the clock struck midnight, a subtle shift occurred. The air seemed to hum with an otherworldly energy, and the village held its breath in collective anticipation. In the silence, a soft rustle of leaves and a distant whisper of the wind carried echoes of the past. In the wee hours of the morning, the villagers awoke to a world touched by a mysterious magic. The candles had burned low, their flames flickering in the quiet dawn. Some reported glimpses of fleeting shadows, a gentle caress of the wind, or a familiar scent lingering in the air. As the sun rose over Pendle, the returning souls, having savored the warmth of their once familiar homes, slipped away with the first light of day. The village, still wrapped in the mystique of the night, breathed a collective sigh, grateful for the transient reunion with those who had gone before. All Souls' Day in Pendle remained a cherished tradition, a bridge between the realms of the living and the departed. And as the years rolled on, the flame of remembrance continued to burn bright in the hearts of the villagers, connecting them to a tapestry woven with love, memories, and the eternal cycle of life and death. By Donald J.